I'm going fucking insane. It's a live event. It has to be a live event. There's no other option.
You don't even know who I am. I'm that one Kate, just some guy that plays a lot of Blockade to the point where he started fanboying over it. I was still working on the stuff behind the scenes for this. That's why I'm not so animated. It's why I'd even green screen this properly. I had a completely different intro plan, but I just didn't do it because I wanted to cover this first. Okay, so to catch y'all up on what's going on, basically these grubby little developers at Team Blockade or whatever they want to be called have been working on a UI update for the past couple of years, and it's seeming like recently it's like been in full swing and they're almost done with it. The first major revelation I could find for this was Ren adding fucking the UFO, the goddamned UFO. Everything points to this goddamned UFO, and it's gonna be what we're discussing today. There's a lot to unpack here, so you're gonna have to bear with me for a bit. I'm gonna explain everything in the order that I actually discovered everything in personally, because then it'll explain my theory much more clearly and actually makes sense, hopefully. I did also interview other goobers such as Dav, Funny Nick, and Box, and that'll all be sprinkled throughout. I just wanted to see what other people were thinking. My personal journey began when all the mascots were officially revealed. Ironically, that's when Kate became an official mascot. Well, how? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyways, the announcement came out on August 7th, 2025, and you can probably already see what's wrong with it. I believe I was the first to actually discover this, but if you look right next to Bruffish's cloud, there is a smudge of something right there, and I even brought this up. Ren, bless his heart, didn't say anything about it and left me on just a red, basically. A lot of people don't even know about this and are only now finding out about this because I'm sharing my progress on working on this. Originally, I thought it was some sort of smudge or something, but looking back now, it's in the shape of a UFO. It has to be a UFO or something. Some people are saying that it's a starter island, but it rounds off at the top and the bottom, so it can't be that. The next thing was the sticker itself in the Discord, which I'll provide a link in the description. But it's called a vintage UFO, so that in of itself is confirmation that it is a UFO. Since the shop is getting remodeled in the UI update, we actually have access to it since it's a real world that was built. There's a lot of details that go into this world, including one poster that contains vintage Bluxboy, which is another sticker in the Blockade Discord. With this, we can assume that the vintage UFO is also in the same universe as vintage Bluxboy, or this Bebert or whatever the fuck. But wait, there's more. This Bluxdansen is an actual sticker confirmed by Porcelain in the actual announcement for stickers. Bluxdansen is also a sticker in the Blockade Discord, just like Vintage Bluxboy and Vintage UFO. What I'm getting at is the Vintage UFO has the actual chance of being a sticker. Where the sticker is obtained, we'll discuss when we get to the whole wrap-up. There could be more. In the bottom left corner of the poster, there's also printing space, which could imply the UFO, but that's a stretch. You're probably getting sick of me rambling, so I'll invite one of our interviewees to talk about one of their own theories. Welcome, Box.
I think UFOs are going to be part of something crazy because, like, it's in the thumbnail and a lot of crazy things are in the thumbnail, but it's kind of small, so like, I don't know, it could be a teaser. I think it'll be a teaser for the winter update where there will be aliens because of the images we've seen. That's basically all I have to say. Okay, bye.
Wow, thank you Box for coming on. That was a really quick outro. Next, I wanted to discuss the new OST since there's one that really caught my eye. New World. New World was a song that was teased along with two others on December 6th, and it sounds incredibly different to the other two and doesn't seem to fit anywhere else. Here, why don't you take a listen? What the fuck is that? That doesn't go anywhere on a UI update. But you know where it would go. Actually, before we continue, I just want to acknowledge the UFO that's on the announcement. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we can continue. Considering how intense the audio is, I have to imagine that it's used in some sort of event. And with the knowledge of the UFO that we acknowledged just moments prior, it's probably an event relating to the UFO. One thing that backs this up is how Blockate used to consider event OSTs as official OSTs. You're actually hearing Library right now. One could argue that they're just doing the same thing here with New World. Also, it's New World. They're not gonna have a theme for a loading screen, nor are they gonna have automatic music playing every time you make a new world. It has to be a new world that you're exploring. Also, it's a new world. You're adventuring off to a new world in, perhaps, a UFO. Hell if I know. That's not all that the OST has to offer, though. Look at Coalesce. A lot of people think that this was based off of Coalesce, or Cole, which is a staff member of Blockate. However, I think that this is something else entirely. Coalesce actually means something, to come together to form one mass or whole. This has strong implications to imply that either we as the community are coming together for perhaps an event or something else. Event theory is further backed up with the new icon for the game. This icon was added on the 22nd of December and what actually inspired me to make all of this. Blockate has a long history of updating its icon for any event that comes up, so why would this be any different? You could argue that this is just a new default icon, but that doesn't seem like something that the staff team would do, and it's such a strange addition to add. We know that this is the UFO because the colors match up, but why add the UFO? Why not add Kate or say Bluxboy or someone else? Why does it have to be the vintage UFO? We do also have an event date that could potentially be when the event actually happens, it being in 2026. But this was also later deleted, so... Hey, let's see what's going on with Funny Nick instead. So you said you wanted to show them a video? Okay, so I'll just be over here taking a call. Just make sure it doesn't take too long.
Ransomware wants to hide the truth, but I have cracked the code behind the new Blockate UI update, and he will not silence me. As you can see in this image, there's a UFO in the top corner, and it also has the words Blockate, create your world on it. Blockate can be rearranged to the word locate. Now ransomware can be rearranged to the word answer. How about UI update? That can be rearranged to top. Wait a second, what's the last color available on the color palette? Dark top. Huh, isn't that something? Now, if we rearrange dark top, we can get the word peak. Now, I did some digging, and there's a message from ransomware. It might have the word peak in it. Right there. Now, if we look how many words it is into the sentence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 words in. Keep that in mind, right? 8 to 9 words in. Now, what also happened in the year 89? The UFO incident in the Soviet Union. Now, if we look back even farther, we can find this message from ransomware. It was about 3 years ago now, right? This was a weapon developed by the Soviet Union. What else? 8 to 9 messages up, we find this link. It's clearly a failed embed, right? He probably made it that so that we couldn't figure out anything in retrospect. Now, if we click on it, you can find this image. Now, it doesn't look like anything at first, right? But in the corner, there's a number. Now, if we take this number and we put it into a Blockate world link, this will have all the answers we need for the UI update. Go to this world right now.
Oh, he's done. Oh, my bad. Okay. Hold on. Sorry about that. Thank you, Funny Nick, for coming on. You know, honestly, I didn't even catch most of it. I was on a call from some random number. Said something about Eclipse Labs. I don't know. Probably spam. Where were we? Oh yeah, the whole UFO thing, right? So we've established that there's probably going to be some sort of event, but what's it gonna be about, and why? Well, I think that this sticker explains a decent amount of it. This is a sticker in the Blockate Discord, obviously, but it wasn't always like this. This is the original sticker. Notice the lack of something. Breaking news! I have to stay a little bit quiet since it's 9 in the morning and I'm not trying to wake up my family. But it's currently Christmas Day and something just got announced regarding the UI update. I have no idea what it is. It's a trailer. That's all I know. And I wanted to get my live reaction, so I'm gonna put that in here instead. Let's see if the theories are correct. Okay, so I have this playing from 2 different angles, or like, I have this being clipped from 2 different angles, just so I can ensure that if I mess up on one place, I have another place to fall back to. Okay, let's see. This is my live reaction. I hope it's not, like, too quiet. Blockate. Yup. Okay. What is it? Oh my god, it's a UFO. No. That's the motif. No, it is the UFO. No way. It just lowered it. What is this? No way. No way. No way. No way. The New World update. January 11th, 2026. Ooh. Okay, I got you. You absolutely know we're gonna be discussing this first before we discuss the sticker. First off, there are a lot of motifs that are in this video. Here's 3 that I found, actually. This trailer also obviously has the UFO. This is great news for me because that means that I don't look completely insane. I just came up with another theory that I'm now dubbing OST theory. This is because the motifs that I highlighted show up in the order of Go Coalesce New World or Go Coalesce in a New World. Oh my god! This backs up event theory because you're going to go coalesce in a new world, say during an event. Trinkets is also involved with this because of the announcement that came after the trailer. Inside the attached video is our beloved UFO, or well, a shadow of it, and a spinner of some sorts. The spinner has the same colors as the UFO, but also, and more importantly, it's pointing at the UFO. At first it might not look like this, but since it's a shadow, the UFO is probably offset, which means that it is actually, in fact, pointing at the UFO. Thank you to Foxhoot for pointing this out originally. Enough is enough! I've heard so many theories about this button. It has even been one night! I've heard theories about seasons, about streaks, about mascots, about trading. I started to even doubt myself on if this was even worth continuing. With this new revelation of deliveries, I think I've barely hobbled together a new theory, and it involves it being a mascot. Make it stop, please! Okay, so deliveries aren't important, apparently. My 5 days and counting of theorizing haven't been completely thrown away, apparently. I think I need to calm down for a bit. Welcome, Dav.
Okay, so my theory is that when I first saw the UFO in like some like promo drawing back like in August, I was like, okay, yeah, that's definitely gonna be like an alien live event. It wasn't like confirmed. It was just like one of my theories because like almost like every single game out there does an alien live event. It's like, why would this be any different, you know? So I thought that there was gonna be a live event, and it wasn't really confirmed, but all of my theories were basically built on that one UFO. And plus the UFO was like a recurring thing. It was like in the Blockate Roblox group. It was in Ren's username on Discord, and it was in the drawing, and it was in the announcement. So it was like, okay, all these UFOs they have to mean something, you know? And then when the logo for the Roblox game changed today, I was like, that's definitely like, that basically just confirmed all my theories about the UFO and there being a live event. So what I think is that, so the new Blockate UI update OST, it got released, like a little snippets of it. The 3 OSTs are New World, Coalesce, however you pronounce it, Coalesce, and Trinkets. Obviously Trinkets is gonna be for the shop OST, is literally in the name, Trinkets. And then there's New World and Coalesce. I don't know really what Coalesce is. I still don't have a solid theory on that, but for New World, I have a theory. New World sounds like really intense. It's like really intense. It's like, it's almost as if like something destructive is happening. And think about it, the name of the OST is New World. So I put the pieces together. The aliens come to the hub, they destroy everything. While they're destroying everything, the OST New World is playing because a new world is being created while stuff is being destroyed. That's my theory. Like, New World is going to play during the live event because we're going to New World. Either that, or I'm just thinking about it too much and it's just the OST for when you actually make like New World and Blockate. But I don't think they're gonna have a... I mean, the whole entire audio is 2 minutes long. Why would they have a 2-minute long audio just for creating a new world? Like, that's obviously going to be for the live event. So that was my theory about the UFO and the live event thing. And for Coalesce, I thought that it was going to be like, what after New World is done playing, like it's in between this limbo state. While you're in the limbo between the New World and old Blockade, Coalesce would play. But some of the workers for the update told me that it wasn't that. Obviously, they're going to deny any theories that they see, but I don't know. I don't really have a solid theory for Coalesce yet, but basically those are all my theories for the new Blockade update and the UI. Let me think. Am I missing anything else? Nope, that's about it. Aliens come, New World plays, and new update.
Thank you, Dad, for coming on. Be sure to check out his card. You know, me and him have a lot of similar theories in common. That's besides the point, though. Let's get back on topic. So, So since we've established quite a bit ago as well that the spinner is pointing at the UFO, we can infer quite a few things from this. For one, since it's pointing at the UFO, it could imply that we should be going to the UFO. Two, since it's pointing to the right, that means that it could potentially be the right option to go to the UFO. Three, if you want to go more medieval, since it's an arrow, it might be the right option to attack the UFO. But why would we want to attack the UFO? Well, I think the sticker actually explains this. Remember, that's what we were talking about. As stated before, this isn't the original sticker. This is. The UFO is missing, but also so is the Blockate logo. You know who else is missing? That's right, Kate, the 4th mascot. If you're gonna update the sticker, why not add Kate? Why add the UFO? It seems like such a deliberate choice to avoid adding Kate. I might seem a bit biased, but there's even more. Take a look at the posters we were looking at earlier. Notice anything? No? Good, because what you're looking for isn't here. See, the UFO isn't here. Neither is Kate. They're both off somewhere. Where is that somewhere? Well, a new world. It's been confirmed time and time again that the new logo for the game is bundled with the New World update. This logo is also seen on the updated version of the sticker. This strongly implies that Kate's disappearance is linked with the UFO in the New World update. The UFO takes where Kate's place would be, or simplified, the UFO has taken Kate. And with that, our motive has been established. On January 11th, 2026, a live event will occur across all of Blockate. It would not be an easy one to complete, and it would require a lot of people's sheer determination and will. With everyone gathered together, it'd be time to set off to a new world with one mission in mind: to save Kate. After many long trials, those remaining would be left in front of some sort of boss. We don't know who this boss is, but it's likely the one that controls the UFO, along with deciding that it was a good idea to abduct Kate. During this battle, the OST New World would be playing in the background. After this battle, the next task would be to find and rescue Kate. She would likely be on the ship with a lot of trinkets to her name. 2 of these trinkets we've addressed earlier. Then, it's just a matter of getting off the UFO and sharing rewards such as a vintage sticker of the UFO and the UI update. Wow, that took way longer than I expected it to, if I'm not gonna lie. There's some stuff that I didn't address, like Ren's username, but I think that was honestly just to raise awareness. For all I know though, all of this is gonna age like milk, if I'm not gonna lie. Watch I spend over 9 days working on this just for it to just be a regular update that happens with no event or anything. I would actually cry, I'm not gonna lie. If anything, thank you so much for sticking around this long. And if you want to support my theory, wear the UFO hat on January 11th. I'll see y'all later.